Morning class. Here in this topic we are going to see the reaction of amines and specifically the Gabriel Thalamide synthesis. We will see here different synthetic steps, their mechanism as well as the applications of this particular synthesis. So for the prerequisites of this particular topic is again the knowledge of basic skeleton, that is about the nitrogen, its qualities, its properties, the concept and reaction mechanism of the organic reactions. Because only with the help of the reaction mechanisms of the organic reactions we are able to understand various property of amines. So far we have done the structure of hydrocarbons, the structure of nitrogenous compounds, preparation and reactions of nitro compounds. The learning outcomes of this particular video will be synthetic steps through Gabriel Thalamide synthesis, its mechanism and the applications of Gabriel Thalamide synthesis. Gabriel synthesis. The reaction has been generalized for the applications in the alkylation of sulfonamides and imides and their deprotection in order to obtain amines. Alkylation of ammonia is quite insufficient. Therefore, it is substituted with phthalimide anion in the Gabriel synthesis. The biggest advantage of using the Gabriel synthesis is the avoidance of over-alkylation. A good nucleophile in the form of an imide ion is also formed with the reaction of potassium hydroxide with the phthalimide. The imide ion executes a nucleophilic substitution reaction on the alkyl halide and creates an intermediate that is called N-alkyl phthalimide. Hydrolysis or hydrogenolysis of this phthalimide yields a primary alkylamine. However, arylamines cannot be prepared via Gabriel synthesis because aryl halides do not undergo simple nucleophilic substitution. That is the shortcoming of this particular reaction. You can see the reaction whereby we have taken phthalimide, this is the phthalimide, adding a base that is potassium hydroxide to it, which will abstract the hydrogen and we get this product. Addition of alkyl halide will definitely give N-alkyl phthalimide and further hydrolysis we get primary amine and sodium acids. Now, as through animation, we have already seen different steps that are involved in the Gabriel synthesis. Now, moving on to mechanism, step by step, we will analyze this particular name synthesis. Now, the first step in this Gabriel synthesis will be the addition of potassium hydroxide. Now, we can see here that with the help of this potassium hydroxide, this H gets abstracted and H is substituted by K positive. That is the abstraction of H via base. So, when potassium hydroxide is introduced to the phthalimide, an acid-base reaction ensues. The hydroxide ion deprotonates the imide and the resulting proton is more acidic than any simple amine. That is, the two adjacent carbonyl-like groups offer resonance stabilization, generating a strong nucleophile that is imide ion. Now moving on to second step. The nucleophilic imide ion attacks the electrophilic carbon of the alkyl halide. The nitrogen atom subsequently replaces the halogen that can be fluorine, chlorine, bromine or iodine in the alkyl halide and bonds with the carbon itself. This results in the formation of N-alkyl phthalimide. Now we can see via this step we have already got this particular K substituted imide in the step 1 whereby when alkyl halide is added, now because of the presence of this halide group, the halide group acquires the negative charge and the alkyl C, which is attached to the halide group, acquires a positive charge. Now this positive carbon of the halide, alkyl halide, is attacked by this nitrogen, that is a negative charge, and consequently this Kx relieves and R is attached to the N. That is seen in the particular mechanism. Moving on to step 3, the mechanism that takes place here is quite similar to base catalyzed hydrolysis of the esters, with nitrogen attached to the R group instead of oxygen. The hydroxide ion attacks the carbon atom bonded to the nitrogen atom, cleaving the N-alkyl phthalimide. The cation in the base attaches itself to the oxygen atom as well. It is important to note that the nitrogen atom attached to the R group bonds with the hydrogens ejected. Now we can see here, in this case, from the second step, this is the product. Now we have two amide linkage here and one is here. With the help of NaOH, the hydrolysis takes place and basically we get sodium salts of phthalic acid and primary amine will get as our product. Now the Gabriel method can be used to get primary amines from phthalimides. The mechanism can also be followed by the use of acidic hydrolysis or hydrazinolysis instead of using an aqueous base, which is already shown in the mechanism. The Gabriel method generally does not work with secondary alkyl halides. Now another disadvantages of this particular synthesis is that using acidic basic hydrolysis gives a low yield, whereas the usage of hydrazine can make the conditions of the synthesis relatively harsh. The Gabriel synthesis is an organic reaction used to convert an alkyl halide to the primary amine using phthalimide with base and followed by hydrazine. The reaction begins with the deprotonation of the phthalimide, which then attacks the alkyl halide in an SN2 fashion to give N-alkyl phthalimide intermediate. The intermediate is then cleaved by hydrazine in a series of steps that end with the liberation of the final primary amine product and phthalate hydrazide byproduct. Now we can notice that the phthalimide moiety serves as a protected form of ammonia, which is also seen in the reaction. The phthalimide carbonyl increase the acidity of the nitrogen, thus allowing the formation of its conjugate base. Most importantly, the phthalimide carbonyls protect the nitrogen form over alkylation, thus preventing the formation of secondary and tertiary amines and also the quaternary ammonium salts. It is seen here that these are the two carbonyl groups which is protecting the nitrogen here. Now, this is the overall mechanism of the Gabriel synthesis, whereby this negative charge on the nitrogen, which is formed by the abstraction of proton from potassium hydroxide, this negative charge on nitrogen, it attacks the positive carbon of the alkyl halide. So here we can see we have two carbonyl or amide moiety, that is CON, which is then hydrolyzed by hydrazine, and then it is simply attacked to get the primary amine. This is the overall reaction. Now moving on to the application of Gabriel synthesis. Gabriel synthesis is very much applied for the synthesis of amino acid. By modifying the nitrogen as a phthalimide salt, the propensity of amines to undergo multiple substitutions is removed and a single clean substitution reaction of primary and many secondary alkyl halide takes place. This procedure, known as Gabriel synthesis, can be used to advantage in animating bromomalonic esters as shown in the equation. Since the phthalimide substituted malonic ester has an acidic hydrogen activated by the two ester groups, this intermediate may be converted to an ambident anion and alkylated. Finally, base catalyzed hydrolysis of the phthalimide moiety and the esters followed by acidification and thermal decarboxylation produces amino acid and phthalic acid. It can be clearly seen in the reaction where potassium phthalimide is reacted with diethyl bromomalonate. So R can be anything. Here it is diethyl bromomalonate. Again SN2 reaction takes place with the help of base. The hydrogen gets abstracted from this site and we get a negative charge here. Simply addition of again bromoalkane via SN2 reaction gives a substitution here at this particular carbon. Then again simple hydrolysis takes place and we get a amino acid. These are the references from where we have taken the material in the particular presentation. Thanks for the patience. Thank you very much. We'll take up the queries in the next lecture. Thank you.